Hi everyone, my name's Emma White and I'm very privileged this year to be asked to be Solaris's Red Sky Ride ambassador. However, I never ever imagined I'd be in a position to be an ambassador for a cancer charity ride, as I never ever thought I'd get cancer. In November last year, I was living the life of many other 25-year-olds in my dream job as a paramedic, finished all my study, was planning an overseas trip, and my biggest worries were pretty insignificant. However, in November last year, I found a small pea-sized lump on my breastbone. Didn't think much of it, as I didn't know that I had a family history of any kind of cancer, and I was 25, and surely nothing can go wrong when you're 25. Eventually I went to see my GP, as it wasn't going away, and she thought the same as me, that it was nothing to worry about, but she sent me off for scans anyway, just to put my mind at ease. But we were both very wrong. I was diagnosed with early stage aggressive breast cancer and was completely shocked. The only time I'd ever been exposed to cancer was through my work as a paramedic, and also through my mum, who works down at the Solaris Centre in Bunbury. But I never ever dreamed that I'd face it myself. Within the week, I was booked in for surgery, fertility treatment, and then booked in to start 6 months of chemotherapy. It was my worst nightmare. Not long after my diagnosis, I was diagnosed with the BRCA gene mutation, which meant that within the year I had a double mastectomy, and later on this year I have to have my ovaries removed. And no one can ever tell me that I will be completely cured, or whether everything's going to be okay, or whether life is going to go back to some sort of normal for me again. But, and I couldn't work out how one little pea-sized lump and one faulty gene could turn my life upside down and cause so much destruction. I'm almost 3/4 of my way through my treatment. I've only got a couple of surgeries to go. But people think as soon as you've had your double mastectomy and you've gone through chemo, that I should be happy and celebrating, but there's so much more to deal with. Some people say everything happens for a reason, or you're only dealt the things you can deal with, but I don't think anyone should have to deal with cancer or deserves to get cancer. But I do believe that you learn something from every experience. And I know it's completely crazy, but I actually wouldn't go back and change anything, because I've learned so much about myself and about other people from having cancer. I've learned not to worry about the insignificant things in life. I used to worry about such small things, but none of these matter anymore. I've learned I can be courageous and do things that I have to do. And I've also learned there are many beautiful people in this world, and I'm very lucky to have such an amazing family and support system of friends that have been so supportive to me and very loving. I've also learnt that there are other very many courageous and beautiful people fighting cancer that show so much bravery and positivity. I've met people of all ages with all different kinds of cancer, and they just show so much bravery and they keep powering on no matter how tough things get. I've also learnt that we're so blessed in WA with the healthcare system and the treatments that we have access to. We have so many different cancer support organisations such as Solaris. I've been involved with Solaris for quite a few years. My mum volunteers for the centre in Bunbury, and over previous years I've done organised a few events and fundraising dinners and helped out wherever I could, but I never ever dreamt that I'd be using their services. It just amazes me how generous people are volunteering for the centres at Solaris. They offer such a large number of alternative therapies for hundreds of patients, and they give up so much time every week. Solaris has been such a blessing to me during my treatment and still now. I go to the centre and they make me feel so welcome, and the beautiful volunteers there provide me a space I can go and relax and forget just for a little while that I have cancer. Solaris has also been really supportive to my mum and also my good friends who I live with, who were also given the opportunity to come to Solaris and receive treatments as well. I'm very grateful to Solaris for the opportunity to be the ambassador for Red Sky Ride this year, and in this role I hope that I can promote the good work of Solaris and also advertise it to other patients so that they can make their cancer experience that bit easier. Thank you.